So in this assignment we are going to learn RPC for remote computation. So the title of the assignment is to design the distributed application using RPC for remote computation. So what is RPC? RPC is nothing but the procedure that doesn't reside. RPC is used when the procedure doesn't reside in the address space of the calling procedure. So RPC uses a IPC mechanism, that is socket. So basically RPC have 5 elements, that is client stub, RPC runtime, server stub and server. So the information about the RPC and its implementation you can find in the link that I have provided below in the video's description. So before starting, let's understand the steps of implementation of RPC. So first step of the RPC is to define the interface. Second is to generate a sample server and sample code of server and client. Next is to edit the make file. Next is to getting the server to do some work, and fifth step is to making client functional. And next is to compile all files, and next is to run server and client program. So these are the 7 steps. First we will start with the first step, that is define the interface. So I will create a new file. I will store in the documents assignment to number 2 folder, and I will call is a fact.x. In this assignment we are going to implement a factorial program. So I am first going to define the interface. So I will interface extension is with the .x file. So we will start with the fact.x, and I am going to save it. So in this what we have to write, I will directly copy the code. I have already implemented it just for the so it will be easy for you to understand. I will not spend time on writing the code once again. So it is a okay. So I will just copy my code which I have already written in this file. So it is the fact.x file. So in this fact.x file I will explain the structure. The fact.x file consists of the program, the name of the program. So and that is in this I have given fact underscore proc, the version of the fact method. This is the method name or the procedure name, that is fact underscore version of the procedure, that is fact underscore version. And this is the procedure, that is the procedure in which the actual the logic will get implemented. So it is in fact in pair. What is this? I will explain afterwards. And this is the procedure number. So basically this one is nothing but the procedure number. This one is for the version number, and this is the program number. This is in the hex, means the format for this program number is in hex. So this is the basic structure of the interface file. I will remove this description. Okay. So this is the procedure that we are going to implement. So the parameter for this means what the arguments we are going to pass is of the type structure that I have defined here, that is struct int pair, and the name and the member of the structure is the variable a, which is of the integer type. So basically the factorial the number of which the number of which we have to find a factorial is given as pass as an argument to this function. So after this I will just I will save this file and I will close it. Now I will start terminal. So in this we are going to use the RPC chain. RPC going to first to the directory, that is documents assignment 2. Okay, in this we have stored fact.x. Now if you can see the in the assignment 2 directory, we are having only one interface file, that is fact.x. So now RPC gen is a tool, is a C tool that allows you to generate the different files that are useful for implementation of the RPC. So I will write the command RPC gen -a. -a specifies that we have to generate all files, and then we have -c, that is we are going to generate the files, that is C files, that is the code will be in the form of ANSI C, and then we will go we'll give the name of the interface type file, that is fact.x, and hit enter. So you can see here different types, different files are generated. So I will just give a brief explanation about what the files are. So fact.h is nothing but the header file that we can include in our code. Fact.x is the file that we have only created, that is the interface file. Fact underscore client.c is a sample code of the client program. Fact underscore clnt.c, it is nothing but the stub version of the client, that is add stub version. And fact underscore server.c is a sample server code. Fact underscore svc.c is a server skeleton. Fact underscore xdr.c is nothing but the external data representation. And make file, that we make and this is nothing but a make file. So the next step, we will jump to the next step. What is to, so we are done with the defining the interface. We have generated a sample code of server and client. Now we have to edit the make file. For editing the make file, I will open makefile.fact. In this we have to make two changes. So try to find C flags over here, and just you need to add one line over here, that is dash trpc underscore svc underscore fg, sorry, svc underscore fg. Okay, and one more change we have to make at rpc dot in rpc gn flags. Yeah, we have to make change over here. Just we need to add dash c and just save it. Okay, so just after doing this, we will I will close it, and I will next step is to next step is to I will first what I will do next step is to getting the server to do some work. So basically the file that we have created, that is it is in documents assignment 2. So the file what we have created are all sample files, and it doesn't have any code of factorial by default in it. So first we need to we'll do the necessary changes that we need to do. So first is to open the fact underscore client.c. So the changes we need to do here, first change is to that for the factorial program, we are going to pass a parameter as one number for finding, means the argument is going to use to find the factorial. So I will type integer a. So this is the that means I am specifying that the argument of the integer type is going to come, of which we have to find the factorial. Next is to we'll go here. Yeah. So here I need to specify the argument that I need to pass to the factorial function. So for that there is the command fact underscore 1 underscore arg dot a equal to a. So I have specified that this is the argument that I am going to pass, that is a. After that we are calling the fact underscore 1 procedure, and if the result equal to null, then that means the call failed, and else we need to add a else part here. If the result doesn't if the call doesn't fail, it means that the result has been successfully implemented. So I will just print the result over here, that is print a. Result is nothing but the factor of that number, that is the argument that we have passed. Factorial equal to %d comma start result. Yeah. So the if the if the call is made successfully, then the result will come in this variable, and just we are printing it. So this is the basic thing that we have to add over here. One more thing we have to add in the client code, that is in the main function. In the main function we need to accept the value from the user, means we have to accept the number of which we have to find a factorial. So the simple logic we are going to write over here, that is I will copy the logic directly from my code, so it will be easy for me to. So in assignment 2 I will copy this do loop, nothing else I will copy, and also the declaration of the variables. Okay, I will save it. So what things I did, I first add over here a integer a, then I passed the argument, then I wrote the else part, then I came over here and wrote the simple logic for taking the number, means accepting the input from the user and storing it in the variable a, and after that calling the function fact underscore prog underscore 1 host comma a, which we have declared earlier. So just I will save it. Next, what is now the next step is to first we have implemented a client functionality. Now we have to implement the server to do some work. For that we will go in fact underscore server.c. This is again a simple code. Here, sorry, it is not that code. Okay, so we will go in fact dot underscore server.c. So this is the sample code. In that there is no logic. Here they are written insert the server logic here. So the logic basically over here of the main motto of our program is to implement the factorial. So I will write a simple logic of implementing the factorial. So int I in n variable I will take the argument, that is the number of which we have to find the factorial. So first the fact equal to 1, we'll just print the received number. And the simple logic I am going to use, I equal to 0, I less than equal to 1. So this is the basic thing I have written. So this is the basic program of how to factorial. Just I will close it. Yeah, I will close all my file, and then next step is to compile all files. So for compiling all files, I will go here. So first thing, Thamba. So first thing we have to first the changes what we have made to the first to the make file that we need to compile. So for that the command is make -f makefile.fact. So it will start implementation, and if any error is here it will give error. So too few arguments to the the error is in main of client. Okay, so we need to change in the main assignment to at client.c. What is the error, dude? Okay, so here we also need to add one thing that I forget. This host_a. Okay, so local host 12,30. So enter the number. I will enter 5. So it has written the factorial, that is 120. It has given the received number, that is 5. Thank you.